Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to your place of chill. That is the Kauffie Company, live here on Tottenham on Tour because it is a Monday. It is Monday, and it is a wonderful Monday. But it is Monday, the 15th of September, and it is a very, very wet and rainy. Let's see what's the feels like. 18 degrees, but the feels like guy is saying it feels like 13. So it is. It's cardigan weather. It's cardigan weather for us over here in the UK. It's a really wet one. But Aki, what's happening?
So first of all, it's currently 16 degrees, feeling like 16. It's going to get to a nice 24 degrees today. After the show, I'm going to go meet Hatton at the airport. But for the next hour, I would like to open the Frank therapy session for all you Frankaholics that are in there. I will say as well, there's someone in the chat right now. Don't say a word. The person knows what I'm talking about. Once you've done the hellos, I've got something to show and a little story to tell. Even you don't know, Ben. Even you don't know.
Oh, no. What am I going to be told? But before we say hello to the house, we do actually have to do some coffee business because it is a dual stream, Tottenham on Tour and the Kauffie Company. There is, if you are in the Kauffie Company area, there is a brand new coffee available today, and it is our newly famous autumn special, and it is here, right here. It's officially been roasted here for when Dagul is back here in the UK. It is a lovely, lovely coffee from Nicaragua, so it's a new region for the Kauffie Company, but it's an anaerobic process, so expect notes of molasses, sweet tea, loads of chocolate, and and black currant. So it's going to be absolutely delicious. So if you are in the era of the Kauffie Company, go and get some. Go and get some. This stream is proudly brought to you by the Kauffie Company and Tottenham on Tour, the world famous home of Levy Gone. Let's see who's in the audience to take us through the show. Thank you to Aunt Kate and Jimbo for sending us a redirect over on the Kauffie Company. That really helps us out a lot. But without further ado, DJ Greenalert's in the house. Good to see you, buddy. I've not seen you in a while. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Hopefully you're well. Indeed, we will talk about the game in a sec. Mr. Joshua, good to see you. Andrew Gregory, YouTube member. Rob Welsh is in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you. Ethan Y, YouTube member. Darren's in the house. True La is in the house. Good to see you. Paige is in the house. Curly Norman, good to see you. Good to see you. Swifty, good to see you, buddy. Hopefully you're well.
I showed them last night on Late Night Lillywhite, the emails I sent Daniel Levy.
God's sake.
It was a great show yesterday. It was a great show. Brandon
Wallace is in the house. Good to see you. YouTube member James Flower's in the house. The Hitman. Decap is good. We have Luxo Rattos in the house. Indeed, back in the Spurnabow. Ian Ferguson, YouTube member. Good to see her. Archer's in the house, YouTube member. She's good. She's good. We have the Sheriffs in the house, YouTube member. Shem Tang. It's me. It's KPV. Dom the Mod, YouTube member.
Big up, Dom.
You're
gonna start
yes. We'll talk about this. But firstly, I do want to give a rest in peace to the legendary boxer that is Ricky Hatton, who passed away yesterday morning. Really, really deeply sad news about Ricky Hatton. And we don't know anything at this moment. I don't think there's been any news at this moment in time. But like we always like to say on Tottenham on Tour, we will be doing a mental health show very, very soon when Brian gets a chance to do it. And yes, please, mental health matters, and we look after yourself, guys. We will try and do our best here at Tottenham on Tour to help everyone out. But it's a really, really sad bit of news. It's a really sad bit of news. So rest in peace to Ricky Hatton, the Hitman. But we got sub to Tottenham on Tour for Brian Dagul. Good to see you, YouTube member. We have only conceded one goal. Indeed. Let's talk. Oh, kudos is in that.
Whoa. Before we talk anything, I had something I wanted to share and show. So, do you know what? I love the Tottenham on Tour community, and I love everything that goes on about and what we're building, what we're doing. And do you know what? There's someone in the chat right here, right now. He knows who he is, and I'm going to reveal it shortly. But as you know, I've done some silly things and made stupid tattoo bets and had to do them. Now, I don't know if people remember, but when I did the 7.5-hour stream for Xavi Simons, someone by the name Rob Welsh,
big up,
Rob Welsh said during that stream, if we sign Xavi Simons, I'm going to get the Tottenham on Tour logo tattooed on me. Do you remember this, Ben? And you had to send him the new and updated version.
I did.
So, I received a message today via Insta. There you go.
There we go. Look at it.
Fair
big
play
up
to Rob Welsh. Because you got to remember, I do my stupid things and I say it on screen. People can say to me, Brian, where's your tat? Blah, blah. And fair play if I say it. Rob said it, is very regularly in the chat, always in the chat, a great part of this community. He made the bet. And I said, be careful because tattoo bets come off. And fair play to Rob for getting it done. I'm actually, with my one that I got now, I'm kind of wishing I wish we had the rebrand earlier because that looks sick.
Yeah, big up to Kim for signing the logo. Big up to Kim.
So everyone that is in the chat, give a big up to Rob because do you know how much putting your money where your mouth is and following through is and fair play to him. Fair play to him. What a legend. What a legend. It's his leg. It's his sock. Can you see the sock at the bottom? But fair play to Rob. Honestly, I literally received that this morning when I woke up. And do you know what? It gone to the back of my mind. But when I saw it, I was like, do you know what? Fair play. No, fair absolute. Play, it's legit. Legit, like my ones. Fair play to Rob. I'll be getting my freedom one when I get back home. Fair play, Rob. Fair play, Rob.
But we're going to start with talking about the game that happened on Saturday evening. I'm just going to say it as I see it. How lovely is it to go into a game of football predicting you're going to win the game convincingly and then you doing it? How lovely is it? It was the Thomas Frank therapy session because it was 90 minutes of just therapy. It was lovely. West Ham got slapped. We shithoused and scored 2 corners, which I'm delighted with, even though one was ruled out. Ridiculously, one was ruled out. Lucas Bergvall was quality, and it was easy. I sat back and I was like, this is easy. This is lovely. How was your Frank therapy session?
Mate, mine was, do you know what? Mine was better than most. And the reason it was better than most is, and people will know who they are, when that team was mentioned, that team line, the lineup, as soon as people saw Tell, oh, that's a defeat already. What's he doing? When they saw the switches that were made, oh no, he's going to a 4-3-3. Oh my God, what are we doing? People were going nuts about the lineup. I had said constantly, like it or not, Tell's going to get game time because he's not in the Champions League squad, so he can keep players fit. The most important thing for Thomas Frank this season is squad rotation and keeping players fresh, hungry, and making sure that they don't get into the red zone and start picking up injuries. And people saw that lineup and like, oh my God, what's he doing? And I was like, don't doubt Thomas Frank.
If he can make Tell into a player, Aki, he's.
Hopefully,
I'm going to try and be a bit not as Eeyore.
Well, Ben, the thing is, it's not even that, Ben. What you've got to look at, Ben, is with him. Like I said to you on Saturday, last season when Matisse Tell played for Spurs, don't get me wrong, he didn't have the best of games, but he's part of a winning team. Last season when he played on the left. He was going to play on the left. He played it.
We've got no strikes yet, Scott. We've got no strikes yet.
He was going to play on the left. He played in an injury-ravaged team that had no quality running through it, no cohesion, no plan. He's starting now with Simmons and Kudus either side of him. The midfield with Paulinho defending and doing what he does. I'm not saying Tell's going to turn into a fantastic player. I'm not saying Tell's going to turn into a very good player. But I won't that. When Brentford started, when they bought Whistler and all these players, and they'd never heard of them from the lower French leagues, do you think Brentford went, oh my God, he's shit, he's going to do bad? Oh my God, who is this guy?
It was borderline playing with 10 men, though, wasn't it, though, Aki?
No. He's come from Bayern Munich. Yeah, no. He's come from Bayern Munich. They didn't want him because they didn't see a need for him. They sold him. We've taken him. Do I think he's going to... we were saying last night on Lillywhite, he'll play against Doncaster. He needs to take... When he gets these opportunities, he needs to take them. But the amount of people that saw Tell in the starting lineup and a midfielder, Benton Sarr, and they're like, oh my God, this is a derby. Oh my God, what are we going to do? We're going to get... And Thomas Frank nailed it. He absolutely nailed it. People can say West Ham was shit. Yeah, they were. But we lost. Ben. We lost to Leicester. We took 1 point off of Leicester. We lost to Ipswich. We lost to Everton. We lost to Palace. We lost all these teams last season. We won. People going, oh my God, relegation fodder. We've beaten West Ham and Burnley, 2 relegation. Well, how did we do against relegation teams last year?
We were shocking.
How did we do?
I'm going to stick up for you here because we were talking about how bad Burnley were. Burnley took Liverpool to the wire and they got a penalty that probably, as Liverpool always get penalties for some reason, right? But that's what teams do. Burnley took Liverpool to the wire yesterday and we dispatched them. So you can only play what's ahead of you, but the signs are promising.
They are more than promising. I was speaking. If anyone could correct me on this, there's 86 of you in here. We have conceded 1 goal in 4 games. I don't think we've done that entirely under Ange, entirely under Conte.
We're already halfway. We're already halfway.
I'm saying, if you can find any 4 games through anyone's tenure where we've only conceded 1 goal, I bet you're going back pre-Poch. Honestly, I think you'll be going back pre-Poch. That's how good that turnaround is. And everyone that was saying, Sava said it, and I'd been saying it as well. Everything, and this is just talking about Thomas Frank before we get onto the players, and his coaching staff. My God, his coaching staff, when they celebrate a goal together. We moaned, or Spurs fans were saying last season, yes, he did nail it. Absolutely, he nailed it, buddy.
He nailed it. He won 3-0.
Absolutely. He literally sees. You got to remember, he does what he pays respect to the opponents and plans around it. You saw when Sarr celebrating the first goal. The first thing they did is point because the coach. It is methodical and to the bit. But like I said, last season we were saying, do you know what? We can't defend for anything. We can't defend. We've got no structure. We've got no shape. Well, that's been sorted. We couldn't score or defend set pieces. Now we can't stop set pieces. I don't worry a damn time. Every time they get a corner or a free kick, don't care. Every time we've got one, it's become a threat. Oh, we can't play. We can't win games when we're not playing well. Well, we're doing that. Scott, we didn't get lucky. I don't understand Spurs fans at the moment. I don't understand. I've seen people going at Paulinho saying, my God, he can't pass a football. For the last 2 years, we've said we needed a rock hard number 6 that could protect the defence and win tackles and get the ball to the creative players. I do not understand. You win a game 3-0. And people are like, well, that was lucky you're not playing. I don't understand what is going on as a fan base right now. Correct. Daniel, exactly. I don't understand where some Spurs fans' heads are right now. If someone has said to you at the beginning of the season, 3 wins out of 4, 3 clean sheets, 8 goals scored, 1 against, and all the other things that have improved, would you take it? Every single Spurs fan would say, absolutely not going to happen, though. I don't understand what we are actually doing.
Is we got 6 clean sheets last year. We've already got 3. We're halfway there.
Mate, we're almost a quarter of the way to our points tally last season.
It's unbelievable, right?
Mate, look, this is why I wanted Thomas Frank. This is why I wanted Thomas Frank.
Don't you start.
Ryan.
Don't you start. You're going to get slapped.
No.
Get slapped next week.
I was speaking to him yesterday, and he was joking about, but exactly, absolutely. I don't know. This is just the beginning. Frank needs time to get his team together. Look at our midfield right now. Last season, I wouldn't even say we had 3 competent midfielders for a prolonged period. Now he doesn't know which is his best midfield 3. You still got Kulusevski to go back in it. I just don't understand where we are at the moment. If people want to knock what we are doing right now, then it isn't the standard, Scott. But I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. I'm just in. Joe, what? Like I said, Levy's gone. I am enjoying the football and the manager and his coaching staff all season because I'm giving Enoch 2 windows for the first time in 17 years. I can 100% focus on the football, and what I'm seeing right now, I am absolutely loving.
I'm enjoying it.
I'm absolutely loving it.
I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying. We'll talk about Lucas Bergvall because I've talked him up a lot this year without trying to overrate him because I really don't want to put a lot of pressure on Lucas Bergvall. We can talk about Tell and we can talk about Gray and we can talk about the young players, and Bergvall's head and shoulders above those boys. Not that those 2 won't become good players. We don't know. Gray could be brilliant. I just don't know. Bergvall looks like he's a proper player already. And yes, I think he needs to cut out a lot of his headless chickenness because he is sometimes a headless chicken. But when he gets it right, the way he moves into bits of space and draws people out of positions, the way he marauds forward, if he can be better holding on to the ball, I think he can be a solid player for Tottenham Hotspur in the next 2-3 years. I think he's got such good quality about him. He's got a bit of stardust about him. And I really don't want to overrate him because he's still a 19-year-old kid. But he went in a London derby against West Ham, which is never an easy game. Yesterday was a very easy game, but we weren't going to know that. And Bergvall was superb. He was superb yesterday. What a goal as well. What a goal. I put Bergvall as a centre forward. Put him as he's got a header on him. He's got a good header on him. What do you think of Lucas Bergvall?
Well, I've got a few things to say as well. First of all, Sherman, big up to you, brother. I hope you're good and well. I need to catch up with you, but most importantly with Frank as well. I think we've got it in our heads that to enjoy a game of football, it has to be the perfect game with all these flicks, tricks, counter-attacking. Of course, we all want to see that. I am loving the tactical battles. I'm loving, like with people were saying constantly. I can't remember what the bet was. Was it if we were top of the league, Tango? Was it? I can't remind me what the bet was. I know I did put a bet on that where if something happened, I did say something. I just can't remember what it was. But as I say, the tactical battles and the duels and literally trying another. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. But right, you wanted to start with Bergvall. Bergvall. Yes. This is what's so good about it. He was not. He started off the first 10. Well, he started the first 10, 15 minutes, Paul, and then he just kept going up and up and up levels. He was my man of the match by far, from Romero, who again was absolutely magnificent. What Bergvall, you got to remember, he's 19 years old. Okay, if we're top of the league, Tango, I will have the Michael Jackson. I'll find a Michael Jackson outfit, and when I'm on We Are Tottenham TV or here, I will. No problem whatsoever. Lucas Bergvall, the way he just scans the football pitch and sees everything so quickly, it's incredible at his age. And like you said, that header was a thing of beauty because he had to generate all the power himself. All the power. If someone had scored that, if a striker had scored that, or some other players, they would have said, "Oh my God, what a great goal! What a great header!" It's a phenomenal header. The run that he made for Romero to pick him out, then he got the assist. Bergvall is a huge, huge talent. A huge talent. And he stepped into that midfield with Paulinho, Jesus Christ. If I was Spurs right now in January, I'd say, right, let's get this deal done. Let's just sign him for 2 years. He's magnificent. Bergvall was outstanding. Man of the match. And this is what I'm saying. With the rotation and keeping players fresh and hungry, this is what he's doing. And you've just got to look. Nothing embodies what Thomas Frank has done in since July, and we're in mid-September, more than Pape Sarr, who is the most improved player at the club by a million miles. He is you just got to look at. That's what he's doing to players already before he's really sunk his teeth into it. The players seem to be loving him. You saw the bit with Jed Spence, but Bergvall was terrific. He was brilliant under Ange. There's no doubt about it. But he came in and played a lot because of the injuries. He was a great. I think he did very, very well. He did very, very well under Ange. But he will go on levels.
I think Pape Sarr is back to where he was before Ange came in. We saw particularly in the AC Milan game where him and Skip were the best two players on the pitch by a country mile. We saw that Sarr was going to be a very decent player in terms of his work ethic, his athleticism. I don't think he was going to be, but he's getting goals now. He's getting goals. He's arriving at the back post and he's getting a few goals in as well as putting in a shift in. He's back to where I thought he was going to be. And I was a big fan of Pape Sarr, and I was really annoyed with some of his performances last year. But it seems that Thomas Frank has finally found that position where Sarr does well. He's not a ball carrier. Sometimes you do need a guy that just works his arse off. And that's what Pape Sarr does.
Yeah.
That's what Pape Sarr does. He works his arse off. He arrives at the back post and he gets a few goals in. And that header for the goal, that was a brilliant header. And people are going to say, oh, he was unmarked. You still got to bring that. You've still got to send the ball back where it came from and put it in the back of the net. And you still got to put it in the back of the net. It was a brilliantly executed corner from Xavi Simons, of course, who took the corner. It was a brilliant header, and that's what you need. That's what you need. And I'm excited to see what Thomas Frank does,
mate. I'm more than excited. I just saw a comment as well from Too Busy Ents. It's, mate, I don't know how you say, but I don't. He's just getting his feet under the rug. I've done that twice. Feet under the desk. Feet under the rug. What the hell is that? But look what he did with Brentford after like 2-3 years of being there. Last season, they're scoring goals early. They're playing fantastic football. He's been there 2 months.
Yeah.
2 months. and we look at it, someone mentioned it, I can't remember who mentioned it. When Ange came in, what Ange needed to do was getting Spurs playing attacking football again after the Contes and the Mourinhos. And he fixed that. Yes, we were really crap defensively, but he certainly sorted that. Thomas Frank has come in and he had to sort that defence out.
Yep.
As we said, you don't concede, you don't lose. Simple as that. And he's done that already. He hasn't been able to play Siemens, and hopefully we'll see Xavi in the 10 tomorrow. I think what he is doing right now is mate, I don't know why I don't know why I do these things and just mix two sayings up. But yeah, I don't get what people are doing here. I honestly I don't understand why. I don't understand why it's happening. We're at a point right now where we're flying. We are doing incredibly well. It's been a great start to the season. Players are getting the job done. We should all be like me at the moment. When I am being the overwhelming positive one,
it's a real problem.
I would say it's a problem. This goes to show that when I'm unhappy, I will obviously go on about it. But when I see improvement, I will always say it, and it's incredible. Well done by Barbaric. It is literally what he's been able to do in 2 months is astounding. Is outstanding. It's mate. This is the thing. Obviously, it's only 4 games, but if it hadn't been for that bad performance against Bournemouth, which Frank owned up to,
yeah,
we would have been. We could have been.
Great, by the way, that is great that he's showing accountability for getting it wrong. He's showing accountability. If he gets it wrong, he said, "I got it wrong." That's a good thing. And when it comes to this comment here from Too Busy, big up to you. Big up to you. We're not playing at the highest level yet. We're how many big teams? We're playing PSG and we're playing who's the other team we're playing for pot 1? Dortmund. Dortmund are not a top team. They're a good team. They're not a top team. PSG are the only top team we're playing. We're playing Villareal. We're playing Bodo. We're playing teams that we can beat. I think we can beat Dortmund. I don't think Dortmund are as good as... They're a good team. Are they a great team? We'll have to see. The teams that we've been drawn, apart from PSG, I think we can beat them. We won't be playing top teams, well, apart from PSG, until after we've gone past that league phase. And I think we can do. I think we can do bits. I think we can do, and with Frank's squad rotation, and this is where Brian is absolutely right. The squad, we will have our best players available and fit because he took Mickey van der Ven off for Danso. Our players will be fit when Dragusin is eventually fit. Because he's now in first team training. We can play Dragusin and Danso in games against in like the League Cup and again in the FA Cup. The rotation is going to help a lot. Some games we will see Destiny Udogie play again instead of Jed Spence. In some games we will see Jed Spence instead of Pedro Porro. The rotation is good. Our players will be fitter for more games because of the squad rotation.
Correct. Not only with the Champions League did we get the best draw possible. Our first 2 games are Villarreal and Bodo away, which are probably a home game and away to Bodo. We could be on 6 points by a couple of weeks' time. The main thing with us, obviously, it's his first. Don't get me wrong, Too Busy. It's his first stint in European football. It's his first time where he's have to juggle 3, hopefully 4 competitions when the FA Cup comes in, and this is what he's going to learn. Look at Roberto Di Matteo, took over Chelsea and took him to the Champions League with no managerial experience.
Harry Redknapp had never managed in the Champions League when he was our manager. He did
exactly.
Brilliantly.
I understand where it's coming from. I do get that. But this is why, like I said, his squad rotation, keeping players fit and fresh, making sure they get the right rest. I mean, I don't want to tempt fate at the moment, but we haven't picked up an injury
Knock on wood. Everyone, knock on wood.
We haven't. Yeah, but that's what I mean. We haven't. I mean, we haven't picked up injuries. The coaching team. You can see that, and I've said it before. I think the coaching team that we have assembled is the best coaching team in the entire reign of ENIC. It's not even, in my opinion, the people that come in to manage the certain things, I think without a doubt is the best coaching setup with the quality of them as well, not just the positions that we've ever had under Daniel Levy and ENIC. And getting back to big up Davey. Davey is always here, whether it be late night Lily White, whether it be, there's a lot of you that are actually here for both. I just think right now we are in a great place. You look at it right now, like you said, Van der Ven thought it was a brilliant sub. Take him off. Oh, mate, he's incredible, Billy. He is incredible. Take off Van der Ven, rest your hamstrings. Look,
he's not doing as many sprints as well. He's nowhere near doing as many sprints.
He did against West Ham. He had to do a couple, but fine. We've still got that with him, and he's a vital part of him. When you can say he had Bentancur and Mwani on the bench and no need to bring them on.
Yeah.
Like literally, you look at that. I mean, before we go back into the game, that bench was probably the strongest bench we've had in about 4 years. 4 years, and he had people to come on that could affect the game. And he's turned around and said, Bentancur, do you know what? I don't need to bring you on. Sit down, relax, you start Tuesday. Same with when you got players like that came on, I think he had to play, not had to play Tell up top, but great decision to rest Richie because we need to keep him fit. We know what he's like.
And he played at high altitude as well in Bolivia. So that's
exactly. He'd been to Brazil and he could say, yup, do you know what? He came on at the end. It's incredible what we're doing. Oh, Scott. Listen, I understand every team wants a very good draw. We got a good draw. I'm not gonna use that as a point of moaning. That were all the best teams. Let's do that let's do that in the knockout stages. It is. I can't believe I see it now that we're just and on Twitter it's rampant. It's well, it always is on Twitter. But the players that did not come on, if you're too busy. You know what? This is the thing. This is why before the game, too busy. I wanted Spence to play a right back and drop rest Porro because he did exactly the same for Spain. This is what we need to do. Exactly, it's smart management. It is smart management. Van der Ven. That obviously they said that they used the different style of running to try and keep him fitter and see if that would change. But he's come back, and there were fans saying, without him making those last-ditch tackles, making those long sprints to recover, is he going to be the same defender? I think he's been absolutely flawless. Absolutely goddamn flawless. Used his pace when he's needed to. They haven't had so much pressure on them because Paulinho's there.
Great goal.
Great, mate. He's getting forward. Great
goal.
Mate, with his right foot. That was a stupendous.
Brilliant finish.
It was bad. It really was. I mean, the ball came to him. I think it was a little bit fortunate that it broke to him. Obviously, it was brilliant play by Bergvall, but he absolutely buried it. And fair play to mate. There was just so much positive in that game Saturday, and to look forward to. I mean, let's just talk whilst we go back. Romero signing that contract. Romero getting the captain's armband. That partnership has been absolutely flawless. I mean, Romero in the first game, his passing was a bit defensively and doing their job and what they've had to do. He's been superb. Absolutely superb.
Ridiculous pass with Berg. That was a brilliant pass.
Yeah.
That was a prime Tom Huddleston level pass. Like absolutely on the money.
Toby. It was Toby. And this is the other thing. I saw people again on social media going, is it concerning that Romero is our best progressive passer at the moment with no midfield? I'm like, well, wait a minute. You're using that now to moan, but when Toby did it to Dele under Poch, oh my God, look at that incredible. It was seen as a thing of, I don't know why we're finding.
I still think he needs to move the ball quicker. But if he can do that once a game, when we do eventually get our striking options right, that's going to be lethal. When you need, sometimes the problem I had last year is too many times even when we were needing a goal in the last 5 minutes, we were trying to play out the back. Sometimes you do need to go old school and just do 90-yard diagonal, dare to Dawson. Sometimes you need to do a 90-yard diagonal ball and put a cat amongst the pigeons. Sometimes you need to do it. And if you've got that in your locker and you can split play with one pass and you can get it on the money, you've got to use it. Get yourself up the pitch. You don't score goals from your own half unless you're Paul Robinson against Watford. You don't score goals from your own half regularly. It's not what football is. You've got to get the ball up the field. And if he can get the ball up and move one of those passes, even if it doesn't lead to a goal, if a player can trap the ball and you can move the ball 50 yards, you got to do it.
I tell you what we need to talk about as well is obviously the debut boy, but also the returning player that got all the heat. And I even think those two were great. Simmons grew into the game, and you could see, I mean, I think he's going to be so much better as a 10, but you could see some of the quality he's got, couldn't you, Ben?
Yeah. I was watching a lot of, I've been watching a lot of analysis of the game, and we need to get Xavi Simmons into that central position.
Yeah.
We have to get him. The way he is such a quality player. You can already see it with some of the movements he makes off the ball, the pictures he's making in his head when he's got the ball, close control. He's got so much quality. The one pass that are really exciting when the Jed Spence put the ball towards him, and he was touch tight to Carl Walker-Peters, and he just walked around him and let the ball roll past him. See you, mate.
Yep,
he's got such quality. The moment we get a left winger and he can be moved into that number 10 positions, he's going to be brilliant. Him and making those little triangles for Bergvall to move into, he's going to knit everything together for a debut. I think it was a quality debut. Already an assist from the corner, which I think if we work on those, his delivery is going to be exceptional. He's going to be a very important player. He's going to be a very important player to us.
Oh, he is. I mean, Simmons, you spoke about Simmons. Let me just talk about Mohamed Kudus, who, do you know what? We knew he was going to get a lot of heat his way and shit has been coming his way. And I had a little bit of a concern that he might blow his top like Adebayor did at the Emirates. I had a little concern maybe...
Or like Kudus did at Spurs.
But you know what? He just grew into the game. He got more and more confident. And then obviously when the West Ham fans started emptying, I mean, West Ham was so bad, when it got to about 2 or 3-0, they even stopped booing him. They're like, and if only he had scored one of those 2 chances at the end, that would have been the absolute cherry on top of the cake if he'd got it. But it was he causes so many problems. Mr. Lee Harvey.
Mr. Lawnmower.
Mr. Lawnmower. Mr. Pape Matasar's #1 fan. And you should be very, very proud at the moment, Lee. You should be very, very proud because he has been brilliant. He has been brilliant. Would say, what goal from Bergvall? Possible goal. Mate, well, Colin just said Richarlison did get goal of the month. What did get goal of the month this year? Let me guess. It was either Slobosar's free kick.
It was Szoboszlai.
Right. Mate, listen, do you know what it is? I think what match did they do? They didn't show all the passes towards it, did they? They didn't show all the passes that built up to that goal. But Bergvall will definitely be mentioned in goal of the match. It was a fantastic goal.
It was brilliant.
It was a fantastic goal that he scored, and the team are just purring. The team are purring. Did you? There's two moments I loved in the game. There's two moments that I love. Obviously, I shared the video with you yesterday, Ben. When first of all, when the coaching staff celebrate the goal, the Sarr's goal, you just see it there, and the constant of the eye. They are doing every single detail to try and get an advantage, or see where they can see where they need to tighten up. But the other one I love, I'm sure people have seen the video of Thomas Frank and Jed Spence.
Yeah,
where he's got his arm around him, he gives him a compliment, and Spence is like, nah. Then he gives him another compliment, and they want to run through a brick wall. They want to run through a brick wall for him. The way he's treating this, mate. Everyone has bought into it.
He's a very charismatic. He's very articulate. I just think he's a very, very warm. He's a man you want to work for. Correct.
And
unfortunately, Thomas Frank has slightly been, because Will, my brother, we all say that it's really funny actually. We all say that Mikel Arteta looks like Captain Black from Captain Scarlet. Unfortunately, Thomas Frank does look like Surface Agent X20. For the people that watch Stingray, it's been ruined for me, but it's very, very funny. But he just looks brilliant. I absolutely love the man already. I think he's going to be such a brilliant manager for us. I just think he's great. I think he's excellent.
I am so happy now that I can go into the stadium and support him.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. Like, obviously, I'll be going to away game. Big up, mate. See this exactly.
Big up, thanks,
brother. Exactly. Drilled, organised, solid. 3 exact words that say exactly how we've been this season. Pipes, that is so bang on the money, brother. So bang on the money. It's untrue. It's just a joy to watch Spurs again. It's just a joy to watch a game. And when a set piece comes in or a cross, you're not concerned. When we have a corner or a free kick, you think, do you know what? Something could happen here. We are just doing...
it is. That's a brilliant stat, Phil. You've got cataracts. Get your cataracts out, mate.
Mate, do you know what? The return of the Champions League is just... Now we see what we got. Now we see what we got.
Yeah.
Now we see what we got. That I will say, when I was speaking to Ben as well, as in the Brighton game, which we'll discuss later on in the week, is a massive test.
Yeah.
It's a massive, massive test.
They're a good team, Brian. They're a good team.
Away, we haven't done... Obviously, we lost last season after being 2-0 up. Similar kind of styles and approach to football as Bournemouth. What will Frank have learned and done? I think, mate, I honestly, I'm going for 2 wins in the next 2 games. Villarreal and Brighton. Do you know what? Let's ask the 139 people in the chat. Villarreal and Brighton, how many points out of 6 do you reckon we're taking?
Out of Villa and Brighton?
Brighton and Villarreal, I'm saying 6.
Yeah, I'm going to be positive.
Mate, it's the way forward. Pipes is on fire. Exactly. I'm going 6. I'm going all the way. I'm going all the way with my manager.
It is a good result. Brighton are a good team.
Thomas, Frank. Thomas, Frank. I haven't done that for a while. 6. I just saw Paul G and big up Paul.
4 minimum, 4. 3, only 3. I don't think Villarreal are a poor team.
They're not at all.
I don't think they're a poor team.
And you think we're going to lose to Brighton? Okay.
I don't think we'll lose to Brighton.
No, we're
6. Rotation is key. I agree.
Big. So that's 4. Wait, what did Colin just say? I'll find it as you're going through them.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, do you know what? When I first went into the new stadium, Colin, when I honestly thought that when they saw that my name was on a ticket, that I was going to put my thing under the the scanner, and I just have this dream that, or this vision that all the red, like the burglar alarm will go off everything, and I'll be ushered out. But no. Exactly, Davey. Exactly. A
lot of people saying they think I think Paulinho will play tomorrow. I think Paulinho will play tomorrow, and I think he'll rest him against Brighton.
No, I think it'll be the other way around. I think with Bentancur not playing, I think he might play Bentancur.
We're just finding another point from somewhere.
I think Bentancur may be the 6th tomorrow. I really do. I think that's why he didn't bring him on. That's what I'm thinking. But we'll see. But you know what? If he doesn't, mate, he could. The thing is, Paulinho could be on the bench, and then when we get a couple of goals up or a goal up, he'll go, right, second half, let's lock this down. On you go. It's all about, like we said, it's all about game management and rotating it and having them fit for the game they believe. And if he starts on the bench, okay, I trust Frank. You start him on the bench and he comes on in the second half at some point and gets half an hour, 20 minutes, whatever. Absolutely fine. Absolutely big up, Kate. I literally think that whatever he does, I will not doubt any team lineup he puts up. I'm never going to doubt it ever. Because I just have complete total faith in him. Oh, here he goes. I will say, mate.
He's been going all stream, to be honest.
Yeah, he has been, and I know. And I'd seen him, but you know what? He's literally had nothing to do. Against Bournemouth, don't get me wrong, he was outstanding. Against Bournemouth, he was absolutely superb. Yeah. But he has not had the pressure that he's had every single game. Big up, Luke, brother.
Lukey boy.
Big up, Lukey. I just, I expect some. We were talking about it yesterday. How many changes do you reckon you'll see tomorrow from the starting lineup? Don't worry about the actual players or positions.
2.
You reckon 2?
2, yeah. I think we'll see Tell change, and I think we'll see Bergvall change. I think he'll start Sarr again because we need his energy. I think the midfield will be Paulinho, Sarr, and I think Bentancur will be there.
So you're not going to play Xavi in the 10?
No, I'm going to play him off the left again.
I am exactly the same with Jimmy Hotspur. I reckon there's 4 changes.
Okay.
I reckon Destiny starts.
Oh, interesting.
And I reckon it'll either obviously be Spencer or Porro. I don't think Paulinho starts. I don't think Tell obviously starts. And there will be a left winger, whether it be Johnson, whether it be Mawani, or Mawani plays up top. So I reckon there's going to be 4 changes tomorrow. And I reckon Xavi plays in the 10. Kolo Mawani's definitely playing tomorrow, man. Definitely playing tomorrow.
I hope he's fit enough to play.
Oh, he's fit, mate. He's fit enough. For what they said he's out. You got to remember, he's had the 2 weeks at hospital away because he didn't go in international break. No, I won't. Mate, if he does that, you should be doing it. It's you that's obsessed with him.
No, Kudus has to play tomorrow. Kudus has to play tomorrow.
Wait, mate, does he?
Yes.
Mate, this is what I agree that he's vital because we saw how bad we're on the right wing. But like we said, keeping them with rotation and keeping them hungry and keeping them fresh, he's played every single... Mate, I wouldn't be... if he's out...
I could possibly see our front three. I could see our front three being Richarlison on the left, Kolo Muani in the 9, and Kudus on the right, and Xavi Simons in the 10.
Mate, another thing...
a midfield of Bergvall... No, a midfield with Bentancur and Paulinho.
Mate, but also Kudus coming off the bench is incredible. If we need a goal, or if we're winning, and what a player to bring on. What a player to bring on. Odegaard I want to start. Yeah, you're right. I want to see Odegaard on the left. That's what I meant. Odegaard on the left. Xavi in the centre. Mawani up front. Destiny. 4. I'm going 4 or 5 tomorrow. 4 or 5.
That's going to be an interesting one.
Oh, mate, he's going to get absolutely... Mate, do you know what? I was at the Sol Campbell Judas first time coming back to the lane after his move, and that was intense. That was... I've never felt animosity like that in a football ground before for a player. I think that player is in for that, like, way above what Jack Grealish used to get. He is going to get it tomorrow.
Remember that the one thing I can imagine it being like when what's his name? Former West Ham player, former Chelsea player, centre back.
Zuma
with the whole cat fit. It's going to be like that.
Oh, mate, it'll be worse than that. A lot worse.
It's going to be like that. It's going to be like that.
It's going to be a lot worse.
Times 10.
Yeah, he is going to. But that's enough of talking about that wanker. It's just like we said. I reckon there'll be changes. I think he's got one eye on Brighton. I really do. I mean, if you look at, we've got Brighton, Wolves, and Leeds left before the next international break. Mate, do you know what? That's exactly what he did for France. That's exactly what he did for France. I don't think that's a bad idea, Alex.
I don't want to see him play.
He can't.
He's not in the squad.
Of course he can't. He's not in the squad.
He's not in the squad.
Very good. Well, that's put that one to bed. I love that idea, but we can't. Very good point.
I don't.
Maybe he puts Johnson on the right. Maybe he puts Johnson back on the right. You got to remember, me saying Kudus on the bench doesn't mean I don't think Kudus is good or he's not been in form.
He's got to keep players fit.
Exactly.
Do we go free at the back? Do we go free at the back? Do we go free at the back? Go Van der Ven, Romero, and Dansfro. Udogi on the left back. Porro at right back. We play a 3-5-2. Do we do that? Mate,
do you know what? He did it against Paris Saint-Germain. Maybe it's a thing you'll do in Europe. We all thought he'd play three at the back for Man City. He didn't. We all thought I thought he might have gone three at the back against West Ham, and then everyone else was thinking 4-2-3-1. Very few people said 4-3-3.
4-3-3.
Yeah. This is the great thing about it. We don't even know what's going to happen. With previous managers going a long way back, we always knew this is the formation. Except Trula. This is exactly it. This is it.
Mate, rotating.
No. To go into this game, I would actually want Spence right back, Pipes, and Destiny left back.
Too much love for Tajon Buchanan is what it is,
mate. Well, forget about Tajon. I just want to see them two together because I think Destiny. The one thing Spence has been doing brilliantly is the defending getting forward, but as soon as we get forward, he's having to cut in or check back because he's not confident enough on his left. I think Destiny and Spence has got a lot of balance to it. And I think Porro, last couple of games, hasn't been at his normal self. Brilliant forward.
He put in some cracking crosses in yesterday.
No, going forward, I'm talking defensively. I'm talking defensively. And tomorrow it could be the two wingers could be Manuel Solomon and Tajon Buchanan. Two people with pure pace. And look what happened with Porro with Semenyo.
But then we were up against Somerville. We went up against Somerville, who is a very good winger in terms of pace.
Yep.
Did nothing. Did absolutely nothing.
No, Porro got caught out a couple of times positionally. Nothing was doing damage, but with Solomon and Buchanan, two players that have got a lot of pace about them, they could cause problems. And having Destiny there for his power and Spence because of his pace could nullify everything. And you got to remember, Porro is my second favourite player. I love the man. Absolutely love the man. There's another. I think if Danso starts, he'll be a top three.
No, I'm not worried about Nicola Pepe.
He's doing well at Villareal, actually. He's actually doing quite well. But we'll see what, I mean, obviously we'll talk a lot about it tomorrow. Obviously Frank will do a press conference today, so we'll have a bit more stuff to go off of. We'll have a lot more to go about. Yeah, Doncaster next week. I'm going to be in the studio with We Are Tottenham TV for that with Sim. Can't wait. There'll be wholesale changes in that game. Wholesale changes in that game going forward. But yeah, it's just very, very exciting times. I can't tell. Yeah, John, Tell will definitely start against Doncaster without doubt. And we see where we go. Like we said, right now we're sitting third in the league. I know it's only 4 games. Well, we were doing it yesterday. We've got the best defense in the league with the filth, and there's another team that's only conceded 1, and the 3rd best attack, and a +7 goal difference. I am taking Haz to the Scotland Yard tomorrow and Saturday for Brighton.
Okay.
So I hope he has the same record as Ben, which is 100% for 2 games. And one of them was a Champions League game, wasn't it?
Yeah, indeed. It was.
There you go.
100% win record at the Scotland Yard.
Yep. And hopefully that will carry on. Ryan. Well, buddy. Just quickly, just a couple. Wolves losing 4 games. But you know the biggest shock to me so far this season is that Aston Villa haven't scored a goal.
It's unbelievable, right?
I can't believe they have not. I mean, I think when I speak to Ben, the top 7 leagues in Europe, Aston Villa are the only team that haven't scored.
The only team in the UK that's not scored a goal yet.
Yeah, and in the other leagues, in La Liga, every team has scored. In Serie A, every team scored. In the Bundesliga, every team. It's a mad stat. And I tell you what, if it hadn't been for Xavi for Martinez, I can't remember. Is it Xavi Martinez? What's his first name? Enrico Martinez. What a keeper!
Martinez, the goalkeeper.
What a
bloke. That's his name.
If it hadn't been against him against Everton, Emilio, that's it. What a goalkeeper he is! What a goalkeeper!
Emiliano, that's the one. Emiliano.
What a goalkeeper he is! He literally kept them from getting annihilated by Everton.
Yeah,
mate, unbelievable.
No, Man United decided to go elsewhere. Man United should have had him as their goalkeeper.
Well,
they should have got him.
And you know the funniest thing? Last night, you can't make this stuff up. This weekend, Højlund scored for Napoli. What's his name? Onana got man of the match on his debut for Strasbourg.
Yeah.
It's insane.
There is a problem with... There is a toxicity with that football club.
100%. 100% there is. But listen, we're going to wrap it up there, Ben, because I need to get ready to go to the airport to meet Haz. Yeah. But people, we will be back tomorrow.
Yeah.
For another dual stream in the build-up to the Champions League game. There will be a late-night Lily White tomorrow night. And I will be joined...
There will be a post-match reaction as well.
There will be a post-match reaction from me as well. Maybe with Haz. I'll do it with Haz. There will be late night Lily White, and I'll be joined by Nate from Canadian Dose of Spurs, making his debut. So it's going to be a busy day for Tottenham and Tottenham on tour tomorrow. So guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done already. Your help
both channels.
Channel out. On both channels. I'll go first this time. I will say I am going to close the Frank therapy session until tomorrow for all the Frankaholics. And I will say Thomas, Frank, Thomas, Frank. And as always, Levy's gone.
And as always, everyone, if you submit what the Kauff is brewing. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Ciao for now.
Tottenham
you.